Hello, and welcome to the stream. So we're going to be doing Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, just playing a couple of the inner beginner levels, and just looking at having a good time, enjoying classic Roller Coaster Tycoon, the way it was built back in, I don't know, like 1997 or whenever it came out. Anyways, let me get this thing fired up, and we will start playing. Yeah. All right. I think we're going. Sorry. Technical difficulties. I gotta adjust a few things. We got some Roller Coaster Tycoon. I've beaten a couple levels. We're gonna stay in the beginner parks. And today we are going to let's play some classic Roller Coaster Tycoon. Let's do the Crazy Castle. So let me pause the game. Within this level, you've inherited a large castle. Your job is to convert it into a small theme park. Your goal is to have at least 1,500 guests in your park at the end of October year 4 with a park rating of at least 600. Well, that's easy enough. Let me take a quick look at the layout of the map and get an idea for how we want the in general construction to go. So we have a fairly large entrance walkway here, and it drops straight into looks like a separation here that goes all over the place. So that's going to be super confusing for guests here in this game. So we're going to want to do something with that. And we're also going to want to shrink the park size temporarily just to make it so that most of the guests will congregate in the area where my coasters are. So let me check the entrance to see, are we doing pay for rides or are we paying for admission? So admission price is free. That's a good start to this level. Usually when the admission price is free, that means that the level is going to be a little bit easier when it comes to generating income for the game. So we're going to start on the lower level, and we're going to remove access to the upper level for the entire segment of the beginning process of building. And once we get things going a little bit further down the road, then we will open it back up. Let's also close this back area off. And it looks like our park is open, so there will be guests wandering about. Let me pause again and do a quick scan around as we look for guests that are walking around. We've got 3 guests in our park. Let's locate those guys. So we got one right there. I saw one more over here. Let's see if we can find him. I don't see him. Turn again. I still don't see him. And I still don't see him. I don't know where that guy went. Let's check up here. So there's one guy. Let's see if we can pick him up. Well, it's paused. Yes, we can. Drop him right there. He's gonna be like, oh my goodness, where the heck did I land up? Totally disoriented after being moved like that. Hmm. I wonder if the third guy is in this building. Let me look within the building. Remove scenery. Dun, 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 dun. I don't see him. All right. Where's this third guy? Third guy. Where's the third guy? Third guy. I don't see the third guy. Don't see the third guy. Dun, 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 dun. Do 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 do. What in the world? Where's the third guest? What is? Huh? I am so confused. It says there's 3 guests in my park. Oh, there we go. Hey. All right. There she? Catherine. Yeah, there she is. Okay. So now we've got all 3 guests. They are corralled the area that we want them to be. Um I don't like this huge path, so I'm gonna remove that. Here we go. Oh man, how do we gotta do this? Oh man, freaking hotkeys. Okay. WASD does not move the camera around. Let's remove the path, and remove the path. Ooh, where'd the path go? Oh my gosh, I'm wandering around. Ah, I'm so lost. I can't see anything. Okay. And yes, when the guests get off the path, they're basically blind, meandering around, have no spatial awareness, and they bump into trees and they go all over the place and they climb walls and until they hit a path and then they start walking around on the path. So it's kind of silly. Pretty impressive uh, in general for the game of how old it is. All right, let me pause this again so I can get my bearings, figured out what I want to do. What buildings do we have? First thing we need to do is check out roller coasters. So we want the junior roller coaster. That's the first thing typically that I try and build because it's fairly cheap. We can get a good one if we can get the excitement rating around 5, then that will really attract guests. A wooden coaster, that's pretty badass. We don't have any of the steel coasters. The mine train coaster is nice, but it doesn't have any super steep slopes, so it's kind of a tough one to deal with. So we definitely want coasters. Let's see here. Okay, transport rides, we're good. We just need at least one transport ride, and it doesn't really matter what it is. They're usually fairly rarely used, but in case we want to use one, it's always nice to have one available. Love the bumper cars. Oh yeah, we got the bumper cars. We got the spiral slide. We got the wheel, merry-go-round, and Ferris wheel. We've got a lot of classics. Even the ghost ride here. So we don't need any more gentle rides. Coasters definitely could use some more coasters. Thrill rides. Let's hold off on the thrill rides, but we might want more thrill rides down the road. That is not really a whole lot. We're going to be doing some repeat thrill rides. Water rides, I think we're good on that. And then food. Oh yeah, look at that. So let's see here. Got toilet. Oh, we've got the first aid. We have a cash machine. We don't have a cash machine. but we do have quite a bit of food options and we have a few drink options. So that's good. We should be good on shops and stalls. And then just for fun, let's see what decorations we have to work with here. So we've got pumpkin, Halloween themes. We've got Jurassic theming, jungle theming. That might be kind of fun to work with. Medieval theming. Yeah, we've got a ton of themes here. The water features might be fun to deal with too. Do like some sort of water ride with the water features, the log ride, That'd be so cool. Um, so we're going. I'm gonna deselect the scenery and theming because that looks pretty good. Let's go max funding, roller coasters. Let's get some insane steel coasters going. So now the first thing we need to do is bring people in. So let's limit the pathing to just this, and we're going to get ready for building a coaster. Oh, actually, let's see here. First thing I want to do is I want to build a information center. So we got double paths leading out of the entrance. I'm not quite sure if it's a single entrance. So the double paths going up um, don't really do us any good. We're just going to roll with it though. I'm going to build two entrance kiosks here just to keep things fairly symmetrical. And we got the cobblestone, so let's work with the cobblestone. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, we got to get rid of that one. And now drop the kiosks. These babies. Go one there, open it up, and then we're going to build another one right next to it. Oh, on top of it. Oh, yeah, that does a lot of good. Okay, there we go. And they're both open. Yes and yes. Um, let's do some flowers. Okay, we got to make this entrance pretty sweet. So got to do the footpaths everywhere, and then do some trash cans. Okay. And then let's see here. Lamps don't do anything in this game. Kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's put in some fencing. Where is the make it kind of like a courtyard site, see-through scenery. There we go. So how do we want the courtyard to go? Let's have it go up, back, back, back. And I'm trying to keep the hedge on the outer plot so that way I can do another decoration on the inner plot. So I like that. 1, 2, so that's 4 back. 1, 2, oh, 3, 4. And we're keeping the hedge on the outer square here. And then we can go back and we can do some fencing on the inner square. Let me turn the camera here, and that makes it symmetrical. And then what type of fencing do I want to pair that hedge with? Let's see here. Probably like a smaller fence. Good with that. We don't have a lot of options, really. that doesn't fit the theme. See what we got over here. You know what? Check this out. Go like this. We go underground. Oh, we cannot. Oh, we cannot. Oh man, that's too bad. All right, I kind of messed this up. So I think what I'm gonna want to do, yeah, I kind of messed that up. What I should have done is the castle on the outside and then the hedge on the inside. Well, all right, it is what it is. Let's put in a path around the walkway here. Yeah, and we'll call it good. All right, let's get some flowers and so I think because of the way I did the footpath, if I drop the flowers in right on top of the footpath, it will remove the footpath. So I'm kind of hesitant to put them right up against it, but I think this actually looks pretty good having it kind of wrapped around like that. So yeah, I dig that a little bit. Um, let's do some water theme, water stuff. Oh yeah. How does that look for an entrance? Ooh, man. If I went into this park, I would spend so much money here. Look at how nice that is. Oh, this is so cool. This game is just phenomenal. Definitely stands the test of time of awesomeness. All right. Oh, am I done? No, not yet. So now I need to make sure that the flowers don't dry out. So let's hire a couple staff members and we want them to be mowing the grass and watering the gardens. Yes. And then we also I want to keep them here in this area. So I'm gonna task them to only this little cube. Both of them are going to be tasked only to this little cube, just to keep it mowed and beautiful for as long as possible. I like it. All right, time to move on. Yeah, yeah, time to move on. All right, so we're going to start with the junior coaster. Um, let's do a junior coaster right in the front. So, all right. So for the first junior coaster, what I want to go for is I want to go for something simple that's going to start generating revenue. And that's going to be as low budget as possible. So we're talking you just got a simple up, a simple down and up, and then a simple wrap around and finish up. So it's not going to take up too much space and um, not going to cost too much money. So there we go. And then you can do, so one of the cool things about the junior coaster is you can do these chain lift curves. And so we'll take advantage of that to keep it compact. And we're going to throw in one turn. And then the important thing is to do the ups and downs. That's what's going to increase the excitement rating. Sharp turns is really the thing that creates the intensity rating. So you kind of want to make those as mellow as possible. I'm hoping I'm doing a pretty good job of controlling the speed here. We got 75 feet top, we've got 65 feet middle, and then it goes down. Then we've got 50. So that's a 10-foot drop distance. That's a 15-foot drop distance. I'm pretty happy with that. And then we can go down. And then now we're going to connect it back up with the station. Let's do another up and down just to add more to that excitement rating. And then finish it up. There we go. Do we want it banked? No, I don't think I do. So I'm going to make it be a little higher. And then gonna have it be a gradual turn. So here we go. And then how are we gonna do this? I think we've got too much speed. I need to burn off more speed. So we're gonna go all the way down. We're gonna loop around. We're gonna try and go underneath this section of the coaster. Banking it, and let's do a nice drawn out turn, and then okay, this is getting way too complicated. Let's do tight and loose and loose. Yeah, there we go. Can we do tight again? Yes, okay, there we go. That should burn off enough speed, hopefully. That kind of took a lot longer than I expected to build, but it looks pretty badass. So let's get the entrance. You want it close to the front, and then the exit can kind of be wherever. And let's get that testing. And oh, let me get the cars dialed in. Let's do one train for now. See how that looks. All right, so stats-wise, this is gonna have to do a double pass before we get to see the excitement and the intensity rating. In the meantime, let's work on the other junior roller coaster. So the other junior coaster is gonna go, where are we gonna go? We wanna go inside the mountain? Ooh, do we wanna go inside the mountain? That is the question. Sure, why not? So we're gonna just do a kiddie ride. We're gonna start it outside the mountain. We're gonna have it go into the mountain. Check this out. I've got a pretty sweet idea for this here. We're gonna go, you dig down and then you dig up. and it makes it. Oh, come on, come here. There we go. Then you dig up, and it makes it so that you can get right there into the hill face. And then we're going to go down and give it a curve. And then we're going to bring it right back up. And that is it. So we'll go up. Then curve. Having trouble finishing it up. Oh, man. Yeah, can't finish it up. That's too bad. Okay, let's see here. We need another straight, and then there we go. Yeah, that's what we want right there. And now we want to bring it right back in. Oh my goodness, we're back right where we started. How in the world did that happen? What is going on here? All right, come on. Here we go. Yeah. What the hell? There's like nothing I can do that will get this thing to finish up exactly where I want it. That is so crazy. Okay, let's flatten it out, and then let's do another drop. All right, see how that works. I just don't get it. So crazy. All right, this is looking better. There we go. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. Very nice. Yeah. All right. Entrance. Just have it be right there. Test it. Okay. So get back to my other junior coaster. Let's see what the stats are here. Oh, excitement rating of 4.2. Well, we need that to be a little higher. So one of the first things you can do to make your excitement rating a little higher is you can increase the chain lift. That will get it back into re-testing. So it's got to create new stats. And you can go from there. But this is looking pretty solid from start. This one's not going to be too intense. We do get a bonus for being underground. So that does add the nausea rating is looking good. And for this one, it's not completed yet. All right. So we want to build a pathway that is going to allow us to keep the queue line full even when it's raining, like this. So we want a nice and long queue line, and it'd be kind of fun to do the queue line underground, you know? So we can go like this. How badass is this? Yeah. Let's get this mountain extended to match the layout that I just dropped in. Oh, how good is that? This mountain is starting to show some character. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man. All right, let's get some decoration within the wall. So this is one of the cool things about Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 is that RCT1 didn't have these wall options. So we're going to connect this back to the exit, and then we're going to connect this over to the main path. Just like that, blammo. And we're going to do same thing here. Let's see what our stats are. Did we get to that 5? 4.2. Not quite. I did notice that our nausea rating was incredibly low, which is awesome. So we want to get this up to 5. It's at 4.2 right now. So what we can do, let's see here. So we need greater top speeds. There's a couple ways we can do this. I think the best way is going to be starting this upper part as a little higher. So go right here, that back, and so it was at 75. So we put it at 85. Wrap it around. I think that should give us what we're looking for to get this thing up to a 5.0 excitement rating. So the 5.0 excitement rating is just kind of a general benchmark. For a junior coaster, it's pretty hard to get a high excitement rating just because it doesn't have that steep terrain option. And so it takes up a lot of room to get the coaster to travel at that speed. So one of the things you want to go for within Roller Coaster Tycoon is to have a tight coaster that doesn't take up a whole lot of room, and have a low nausea rating and then a nice excitement rating, and then your intensity rating is going to land wherever the preference of various guests. So you can click on your guests like this, and then if you look at this, I think it is, yeah, if you click on the face, it'll tell you what the preference of guests are. So here you've got intensity preference more than 4, intensity preference less than 3, intensity preference between 1 and 4, intensity preference more than 4, intensity preference less than 3. So everybody's pretty um, across the board with what they prefer. So because of that, we're gonna see even these mellow rides um, be filled up. But see, that's more than so somebody who prefers an intensity less than 3 is not going to have any coasters that they can do. Oh my gosh. The excitement rating is still all right. So I think the problem is that we just need more ups and downs. So let me see where we can do that. So right here, so this one, so that third drop, we're going to change that to just some crazy ups and downs. So we got down and up and down and up. And they don't match. All right, well, the idea is there. So let me see what I can do to get them to match. So the hope is that this is going to increase the excitement rating, having all those little whoops, I believe is what they're called. And boom. Yeah, 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 yeah. I like that. All right. So let's go back to the other one. This one's ready to go. We can open that. And price, let's see here. What were the stats again? 3.8, 5.3. So typically, I mean, I don't have a rule of thumb for how to set pricing, but we're going to go off of the excitement rating, 3.8. So we'll put that at $3.80 to get in. I mean, it's not that crazy of a coaster, so I don't want to make it too pricey. When we get into kind of more of the staple coaster of the park, then I can. Oh my gosh. I guess you just can't get a junior coaster to get that excitement rating high enough. So we're gonna throw this path underground and then have it come back up on the other side. So check this out. Yeah, I like that. Okay, drop it in and then no, it's not gonna work like that. Yes. Look at that. We've got the footpath that wraps around. I'm actually going to want it to be a little longer. So I'm going to change the color here. And finish it up. Open that. And we need to do the footpath for the exit. All right. That's looking pretty good. Let's build some benches so people don't vomit all over the place. Got to keep this park clean. Got let's bench there and a bench there, bench there and a bench there, and a couple benches right there, and a bench there, and got the exit bench. Okay, then a bench there, and a bench there, and that is looking pretty good. Okay, so I don't like these mounds just there, so we're gonna turn that into a hill. There's nothing over there anyways, but making a little mound here is kind of gonna just add to the presence of the scenery. Are we out of money? Okay. Take our first loan out. We've got our 2 coasters going, so that's not bad. We got our coasters established before we've taken our first loan out. And just trying to finish up making this hill. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now let's get some walling up. Okay. You know what? I want this to be extended back a little further. So just to add figuring to the shape of the mountain hillside slope. Little asymmetry. I like that. Little knoll adds kind of some variance to it. And then we can eventually extend the footpath to connect them together. So at this point, our through boot, or let's see here. So 380, 3.8, and then what is this one? 4.2. So let's do 450. And this one, let's see here. What's our guests per hour? Guests per hour. Does it say guests per hour? Customers, 576 guests per hour. What is this one? 1,392 per hour. Okay, so that's too many. So let's go 7 cars, 1 train. Open it. And then with this one, let's go 8 cars, 2 trains. Hopefully that'll increase our guests per hour on this one. I kind of want to build something underneath this chain hill lift section. So the entire coaster is kind of low to the left, high to the right. So how good would it be if I built some sort of hill underneath the coaster? So if I went like this, let's take a loan out for this landscaping. Hopefully we're not maxed out at 15. Yeah. So we're good. So we can do some landscaping. Just going to be making a little hill right here. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, we're out of money. Oh boy, this is going to be an expensive mountain. Yeah, we got a huge loan that we can take out. I think that's a good start. So I'm just going to leave it as that and move on to some more important things. Okay, so let's do some more staff. So we need a handyman for cleaning up the vomit, and this guy is not going to be mowing the grass. So we want to make sure nobody's mowing the grass and get him walking around all the footpaths. Okay, that's good. Hire another one, and he is going to be covering this area. Okay, I'll make sure he can cover even the queue lines. Got to have a mechanic, and happy with that. So bathrooms, snack bar, want that to be. Let's put one in the corner here. That would be kind of cool. So let's see, we're going to start with fencing. We're going to start with fencing. Gonna wrap the entire thing, the gate. So now for the footpath. So they're going to come in, and then we're going to have a stall right there. Let's do a pocket right there. And then we can do a garden there. Let's do another pocket there, then another stall there. And let me path that out and see how it looks. Do the brown. And then we want to lemonade right there. And then let's do the hot dogs. Everyone loves a good hot dog right there. And then dinosaurs. Hell yeah. We got the dinosaurs. We have a one tile. Do. And get a handyman to go in there. He is gonna only cover the food court area. Okay. Well, gonna be on the mountain a little bit. So that section right there is gonna get weedy. So gotta figure out how to put something on it to keep it from getting weedy. And this one too. Okay. And look at that. Oh man, I love it. I love it. So we need some benches and we need some trash cans, and that will clean it up. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks so nice. Let's do some lamp posts just because we've got the extra room. Like, why not? All right. So let's see how our coasters are doing. The through boot on this guy is 1,300 per hour. Through boot on this guy is 1,500 per hour. That's looking pretty good. This coaster is more desirable. Just kind of wild. I wonder if it just has to do with the pathing. Let me change up the pathing a little bit and see if that makes this coaster more popular. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a path there. Oh, wait, we need the gravel. We need a path there, a path there. I'm gonna remove that path, and then I'm going to try and connect this path up with that one. So the idea is that the guests are more inclined to go straight in comparison to being on a straight path and then having to take a left into the queue line. So by them essentially forcefully walking into the queue line, it forcefully makes the um, ride more popular. So We're gonna remove that and place that, open up that area. So we're gonna do a bathroom underground so it doesn't make any noise. Um, I really don't like the bathroom noise. Just constant flushing is disgusting. So I'm gonna put a bathroom right there. Yeah. Now we gotta connect the footpath to it. So let's throw cobblestone down on this one. Kind of make it congruent with the front. And this should connect straight into the bathroom. Let's see if people can go into the restroom here. Looks like they can walk up to it. So, yeah, there you go. Somebody just went inside. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we can still hear it? No way. We actually able to still hear the toilet flush? I think that's because had the underground view turned on. Yeah, I'm not hearing any flushes. Yeah, solve that problem. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Holy crap, look at how popular this ride is. Oh my gosh. They have roughly the same through boot. So 1,300, 2,000. Okay, well, they have a very different through boot. This one, let's do a slower through boot on that one. Hey, you can still hear the toilet. Oh my gosh. I think it's pretty muted though because it's underground. Let's put up a sign so that way the guests know where the toilet is. I mean, if they bought a park map in the beginning, oh my goodness, people are lost. See, this is the problem with having a circle like this in the beginning, is people just they get totally lost. So how are we going to stop this? What I'm going to do, I'm going to put up a sign right here that says no entry. So they can go in a circle, one direction, or they can leave. Okay. How do I click on the sign? There we go. Let's build. I've got a genius idea. So we're gonna build two signs, right like that, and I need to say something. So, what do they say? What's the name of this place? Crazy Castle? Let's just have them say crazy. Crazy Castle time. Crazy Castle time. Oh yeah. There we go. So we got some signs up, and then check this out. So we can select this banner, close it. That will force everyone that's going in a ring to turn around and go in the other ring, which should totally mess it up. And then we'll check back in 10 minutes later and we'll switch them up. So that should help with that. How are we doing here? Let's see here. Pretty kick-ass. I've made a fair amount of money. Do I want to... Here. Let's build some thrill rides back over here. All right. Go ahead, do spinner, egg beater. And wooden entrance. Ooh. Let's change these babies up. Wooden entrance. I don't like that. Wooden entrance. Log cabin? I don't like that. Jungle. Not feeling it. Oh, what do we want? Castle? Castle entrance? Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, we'll leave it as castle entrance. It kind of fits the vibe of the park. And let's do this one as gray as well. Oh my god, the queue for this one is maxed out. 1,400 per hour and 1,900 per hour. Okay, so we need to lower the through boot on this one. That should help quite a bit. Got a slower chain hill and a longer wait time. Is twist open? No, we need to open twist. So it looks like we got the red color scheme going. We're gonna do the red. Yeah, that looks nice. The queue line is a little bit longer than what I would prefer. So typically what I look at is about 5 guests per tile, and I judge how many people are going to be in the queue. when you look at this ride, it holds 18 passengers. So you want about 2.5 loads worth of queue. So 5, 10, 15. All right, well, according to that, I guess I would need quite a bit longer queue line. I didn't realize how many people fit in this um, ride. That's insane. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Wow. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 5. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I'm going to work on this mountain for a little bit. And let's get this thing looking sharp. All right. There's no fast way for doing this. So it's just one bit at a time. Just working on the pathing. Oh, yeah. Total locked in focus here. Just trying to really get this mountain exactly the way I want it to look. Ah, yeah. Look at that. Oh no, I'm out of cash. Okay. Ah, but this is gonna be expensive. All right. We're gonna do the black wall. Yeah, I think I got all the walls cleaned up. What? Bullshit. List has no path leading. Ah! Ah ha ha! I see. Yes. Nobody can check out the twist. Okay. Let's go. Got some more vomit. Oh, we've got a lot of vomit. Hire another handyman. You can help with the food area and the coaster. And it's going to do a roamer. See what my financial situation is looking like. Okay. So we've got ride tickets. Looking at 1,600. Ride construction. April, May. I need a bathroom break. I will be right back. Yo, yo. All right. Back now. And where am I at with the goals? Let's see here. To have at least 1,500 guests. We're at 200 in your park by the end of October, year 4. Okay, so I need 1,500 guests. So we've got a lot of work to do. Oh, what do I want to do with my wooden coasters? So junior coaster is number 1. Wooden coasters are number 2. And then number 3 are you go after the steel coasters. That's kind of my way that I go about approaching this. I like to kind of compartmentalize and create a checklist of things that I'm going after. So, time for some wooden coasters. Let's do a simple wooden coaster right here. So the idea I'm thinking behind this one is to make it take up as little space as possible. So we're going to start here. And then we're going to go spend right to a hard turn to spend left. And now that we have the hill climb to here. Yeah. Okay. That hill might be too big. It's going to be a short coaster, so. Expensive. Oh, how badass is that? Oh man, they're gonna give us a huge loan for this level. So once we get this coaster, once I get this coaster finished up, then um I don't think I should have any issues with uh income in terms of not being able to afford stuff kind of moving forward. So those are not quite lining up. So what I can do is I can go like this. And let's have it step down. So yeah, actually, set the other three up, down, down, flat, and station platform. Entrance, exit. Let's see how that looks. So let's go highlight marks on track. All right, so we're starting at 85. First drop goes down to 65. That's not bad. So the second drop to 65, I'm a little concerned about. And then this up and over at 55, I'm also a little concerned about. And this one goes up to 55. So right off the bat, I know that this is not high enough. So we got to go 90. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. This is first wooden coaster of the map. Tried to make it fairly compact. It kind of didn't end up being like that. But hey, it's all right. Coaster looks good. Um, let's build a mountain over here. So this coaster just the through boot is too high. 1,007 per hour. 1,700 per hour. I can't get this queue line long enough for people to want to. I got to do something with this food court area as well. Hopefully that makes it so less people are going to go into the food court, well, food area. If they specifically are hungry and they're looking for one of those places to buy something to eat, they'll figure out how to get in there. But having idle guests just walking around in there is not beneficial. So we need to get the peeps queuing up for the coasters. Oh yeah. Oh baby. Oh baby. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Rat. Ah, we're stuck. Yeah, I don't want it to go underneath it though. Have it go next to it. Could have it go back. Where do we want this pirate ship to be? Let's see here. Drop the pirate ship right there. That's kind of cool. Okay, well, I didn't finish up the queue, so let me see what I can do to finish up the queue. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then do the gravel like that. Hell yeah. So what's up? Am I able to see what the stats are on this? Yes! Ooh, almost 7. Killer. Oh yeah. Watch this coaster. Let's see how it does its path. Yeah, see, that's a really nice speed. Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's got a couple high-speed turns, um, not over the top. A little bit of airtime, not a lot, not super crazy intense, but crown jewel, maybe put it at 550. So $6 per ride is kind of what I would say is max. So we'll we'll put it slightly less than max. Oh, we've got a bunch of vomit still. All right, 300 guests. What's my income looking like? Ride tickets, 1,800. All right. What's my biggest expense? Research, staff wages, landscaping. I mean, I'm just not making very much park entrance tickets. Yeah. I need more rides. That is so fitting. Oh, how good is that? I dig it. I wish you could turn down the coaster screams. We got the janitors patrolling the place, keeping everything clean. And here we go. We got the money coming in. We got the guests attendance going up. Let's fix some of the broken benches. This is looking pretty clean. I think we should beat this game. All right. Do information kiosks all over the place. Yeah, I like that. There we go. Hopefully that keeps the vomit under wraps. And I can kind of get this. Oh, 680. Oh my God. I'm gonna start spamming coasters because this isn't winning. I need way more mechanics. What a cluttered level. This is not fun. Like, I don't like building clustered areas like this. I like having my areas open, being able to leisurely enjoy walking around the park. This is very claustrophobic looking of a park. And to get to my goal of 1,500 guests, I'm going to have to really, that's what I'm going to do. All right. Build. Yeah. Bat flight. Why not? $4,000. Oh, come on. Serious. 4,000. Start making money. See what my goal is. To have at least 1,500 guests in your park at the end of October year 4 with a park rating of at least 600. Have at least 1,500 guests in your park at the end of October year 4. So I am stuck playing this until the end of October year 4. Pretty badass. Let's. Okay, why nobody is writing it? What is going on here? the entrance is not connected somehow. That that connected it. Huh. Huh. That was very strange. It was a preset. So, see, there's this fencing here that goes around what was supposed to be a food court that was set up by the developers, but I wonder if that messed up the pathing for the queue line. Hmm, nonetheless. I do like that Dodgems beat. It's a pretty sweet beat. I don't know where else I can build. I just start doing random stuff everywhere. Let's see here. All I'm trying to do is put stuff in to increase my guest count. Like, I'm not even trying to optimize stuff right now. I just need to beat this freaking level. What to do, what to do, what to do. I'm like totally out of room. Basically, I need 100 more guests. Let's just run the advertising again. This seemed to work great. Do donuts this time. I run an advertising campaign for the park. Yeah, let's try and get more guests to come in. Advertise a particular ride. Let's do the wooden roller coaster. That was one of the first ones I built. I only have two wooden coasters, so rule of thumb is typically you want to go in the beginning of the park, you want to do 2 junior coasters, and then you want to go for 3 wooden coasters, and then you want to go for 4 steel coasters. But like that's my principle that I build almost all of my parks off of. It just helps me funnel my design format so that way I can kind of start with a little bit of a blueprint and then work from there based on various ideas within the grounding of that set philosophy. So it actually helps me funnel creativity to have guardrails like or not guardrails but set rules of thumb for how to build things. I don't know, man. Just I need more stuff. Hey, I've reached 1,500. All right, 1,500 guests. August. Got 2 months to hold on to it. There it is. Perfect park rating, 999. Freaking sucks, man. I had to use advertising to get my guest count to go above 1,000. I don't know if that's intentional, but I've had to use advertising to get above 1,000, and then once the advertising ended, the guest didn't drop, guest count. So I'll have to keep that in mind moving forward for the next levels that I play. That once you get to like 1,000 guests, then you got to start advertising. All right, so I got 2 wooden coasters. So let's build a third wooden coaster. Build a third wooden coaster. The dodgems are so badass sounding. Change the. We're gonna go space. Where is it? Abstract? Yeah. Space age. Make this one space age too. Space age. Boom. This one needs to be space age. Boom. Now let's make this one space age. Boom. Changing the or like the decoration of the station platform doesn't increase any value, but I don't know, it's just fun aesthetic to kind of screw around with. Okay, September. We got 2 months. Hell yeah. Let's. Well, I think that's it. I think I've beat this level. I'm gonna let it run on its own, but I'm gonna go cook some food, and thanks for hanging out, guys.